spotlight, okay?
Oh. Can you peel this? Banana time. Peeled my banana. Banana wall. Finger crown. Over talking. Thank you. Ew. Okay. I'm gonna get real sexual about now, okay? I'm not. Wait. What? Did somebody tell me I have ugly eyebrows? Bitch, where? Bitch, where? Bananas are great for your beard. Pooh, I ain't eating this. Here I am. I stand before you. 30-year-old man.
Bananas.
With not a stitch of makeup on. No concealer. No foundation. No powder. No eyebrow pencil. No lash curler. Not that I use all those things on a daily basis as a man. But I'm from Paso. Hey, Paso. No hair product. Nothing. But a green couch, a green shirt, and a mustard yellow backdrop. Because my husband thought that this wall color would make for an inviting living space. To be real, I'm not down with the banana wall. What is this, hot dog on a stick? I'm kidding. I needed a banana because although they're not my favorite fruit, they are one of the more... Can I not get that studio light, please? Can you turn that light off because it's making me look... Come on, it's too bright. They can see everything. They don't need to see all that. Okay, can we not get the studio light in the bedroom? Can you bounce it off the ceiling? Thank you. Well, Patrick, who doesn't want to be seen in our living room, is trying me right now. He's setting up a studio light so I can have a Periscope. Because the brand needs full lighting all the time just to do a simple conversation. Oh, my husband? He's anonymous. Patrick, what's that thing online? They're called anonymous? Oh, never mind. He's completely... You know what? I may or may not have a husband because that, like, background conversation... I could be talking just to myself in this living room. So... what do I want to share with you? Is there anything that you guys would like to know about me? That you may have thought about me? Or have liked to ask questions regarding... Thank you. I'm not 25, and I take the compliment because I'm 30. I haven't had any Botox, no Restylane. They're all my teeth. That's me. Everything you see is natural, and I can't wait to afford plastic surgery. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Self-acceptance is key, but I'm totally down for people to maintain their beauty. I love DXP. Great show. Have you been with Violet? I was with Violet a few days ago at the Out 100 party. We spent the night together after the show, dinner and a few little club hopping for music and to go look at the boys. Just to look. Am I ready for Christmas? I'm not ready for Christmas. I'm not even ready for Thanksgiving. But my favorite body part? My favorite body part? I'm afraid because I don't know who the age group is following me right now or commenting. My favorite body part shall not be mentioned. How about you direct message me and I shall disclose to you my favorite body part? You're like, what a shame. It was her upper lip. I'm a banana eater. My favorite color. My favorite color to eat is red. Like red candies are some of my favorite. Like I like red gummy bears. I like red licorice. I like strawberry ice cream, which has red strawberries in it. I usually like red fruit, except for a yellow banana, which is just good potassium, and red lollipops. My favorite color lipstick is usually a red lip. It's like a signature. It looks good. You're turned on by the banana eating and you're a straight lady? Well, I'm 6 foot tall. My weight is fluctuating. Okay. 6 feet. 6 feet tall. I'm all legs. How's my head? Let me show you. Delicious. My head is sickening, yo. My abuela. I want children. I do. Would you be mad if I brought you a toy chicken? I would be very happy if I got a toy chicken from you. That would be very cute. Thank you for the thought. Do I want more chickens? I would love nothing more to own a farm in California where I grew up and have acreage with a dirt road and beautiful plants that I've planted and a vegetable garden and chickens and geese and homing pigeons and some cats and dogs and cows. I want all that. That's really what I want. When did I start drag? I started drag probably unofficially at 18, but I'm 30 now. I didn't do it as a professional thing. I did it for a little bit for fun, and then I ended up entering the contest, and I was wearing Converse flats and like a leather hat and like a black bob, like the Crazy Horse Girls that inspire Violet Chachki, and I won the competition. And it was just like a few people, and it was in my local town, so there wasn't very. It wasn't very. The Ali Madavi shoot will be out soon. I believe it's in the current issue of Candy Magazine with Miley on the cover. That should be the one that it comes out. But yeah, so that was the beginning of my drag, and then I moved to New York 5 years ago, and that's when my drag became more serious. I'm not a millionaire yet. That would be fantastic. My favorite song in the world, or my favorite, I'm really loving Adele. Hello, can't wait for the full album. It's so good. I'm loving Lana Del Rey's new album. It's so good. It's so on brand for those ladies. They did amazing. I'm in love with Missy Elliott's single. I think it's WTF or something like that. That song and that music video is so freaking amazing. I don't really listen to Ariana Grande. I only listen to it. I have some of Lady Gaga's music. Missy Elliott is so good. Let's just give her some respect because she's been around. Adele and Adore, both incredible. I love my Drag Race sisters. The music's great. I'm not watching American Horror Stories because I've been traveling, so I'm behind. I've only seen like 2 episodes. I need to get back into it. Nicki Minaj or Beyonce? I'd say Beyonce. Nicki, she's cool, but I think Beyonce's a really full circle, well-rounded artist. Favorite dog breed? I don't know if I have a favorite. I like a lot. I like Irish setters. I like border collies. I like. I've had labs and golden retrievers before. I've had chihuahuas. I think pugs are really cute. I want a wiener dog. I've been around wiener dogs and they're really, really cute. Are you making another album soon? I'm still working on the first one. I've only had 2 music videos released off of the album, and one on the way for December. Oh, I don't know if I'm allowed to talk about that. Scratch that. But I think I've mentioned it somewhere else, so while I sip my water. I don't watch The Walking Dead. I get too scared. Just even the intro scares me. Thank you. Rubber Doll has been successful. Have you heard of Pentatonic? Can I listen to that on Pandora? What contour powder is best? Depends on your skin. What am I using? Let me think. The contour Ket, is it Ket? K-E-T-T? Or is it Il Maquillage? I think it's Il Maquillage. You can get those at ilmaquillage.com or Alcone, ALCONE.com. Gonna come back to Houston soon. I'll come back to Houston as soon as they want me. I did a lot. My favorite place to shop. I don't really shop a lot. I wear this. I've had this shirt for probably 3 years now. I don't buy a lot of stuff for me as a boy. I like to go to Topshop. It's cute. It's in the East Village, I think. I don't know. I can't even think. Below Soho here in New York. What else do I like? Zara's got some cute stuff. I get Levi's jeans. Miss Fame gets stuff created, and I've been going to latex shops in London, some vintage shops because I've been taking suggestions from Violet. Am I dating Violet? Well, wouldn't that be weird? Or wouldn't that be... What would that be like if I was dating Violet and the world knew that? Even though I'm married. That means I'd be in a throuple. A 3-way relationship. And you never know, because... Do you think I have the face for drag? I think a lot of people have the face for drag. Is Violet single? Ask Violet. I don't know. Are you happy? I am happy. I'm happy, but I'm a bit congested from flying and traveling, and being in makeup and not getting proper sleep. Thank you for loving my natural eyebrows. I tweezed them extra thin for a few drag looks that I did this last booking, because the time didn't allow me to do a brow cover. I really wanted to do a beauty look. It was daytime. I did a lunch, a drag lunch, so I thought daytime needs to be fish, because you want to be able to go, she's a real girl. That's how I wanted to present myself. The big painting you did in Chicago, can you give me more details on that? Dating Fame is already married. Yes. I want to work. Okay. Have you heard of... I think somebody asked... Okay. Do you like Alaska's music? Love it. So good. My ambitions in life... I want to keep creating art that makes me happy, inevitably doing things that satisfy my artistic direction. Then I get to share that with you, and then you guys support the things I've created. I really like things to look beautiful. That's really important to me. I don't come from a lot of money or a lot of easiness. So when I wanted to create something so perfected, I created the idea of Miss Fame because, and I do like Doors music, side topic. I wanted to create something that was just really beautiful and elegant and sophisticated. The things that I'd always dreamed for myself on, in a sense, a superficial level. My aesthetic is old Hollywood glamour meets the supermodels of the 90s meets the universe, like aliens and the stars and beyond. Bio queens. Just hang out with drag queens or go to drag... Aspiring bio queens, hang out with your drag family, go out to the gay bars, meet the community, watch the shows, take tips on what they're wearing, how they're doing the makeup, and apply it to your everyday style or to your going out style. Do you like the X-Files? I don't think I've ever watched X-Files, so I don't think I could have an opinion. My favorite song on the Christmas album, I haven't even heard the Christmas album. We don't get those in advance. We usually get them when you get them. I still need to listen to it, and I just got back from my bookings the same time it was released. So today's the first day I've had off. You love the hair, my boy hair, or do you love my drag hair? Is that what we're talking about? My baby hair. Kind of dropped my Sharpie lid on you. Oh, yeah, that's okay. You're allowed to drop your Sharpie lid on me at DXP. We survived that. My song is filthy. Oh, I didn't say it. I read it. Rest of your plans for today. I'm just chilling. Oh, thanks for liking my boy hair. I don't have anything in it. It's like really... I'm very basic right now. Patrick ate a banana too. I actually was watching somebody else. I want to go everywhere you guys want me to go. I want to be there too. It's up to the clubs to have me come. Like, trust me, I really want to go. I want to be in Glasgow. I want to go to Denmark. I want to visit all over Europe. Everything. Would you ever do a fashion or makeup line? I'm working on something right now. I posted a picture with my sister wearing a beautiful red lip from a color. So there's some stuff in the works. Yes. Timing, I can't give you the dates on that because I'm still figuring that stuff out right now. But stuff's being created, so it could be sooner or later. London. I love London. I've had a great time in London the few times I've been there. Did you ever come to... I'm sorry, I can't read this. Is okay. I have an Instagram, yes, at MissFameNYC, and Twitter, same thing, and Facebook, under the same thing. I also have a website, MissFameNYC.com, where all my merchandise, my t-shirts and tank tops and cell phone cases are all at. They're right here in my very home, waiting for me to sign and send to you. I think there is a Tumblr out there that Patrick made for me, but I've never used it. And I have a Snapchat, but I don't understand how to use it, so it just sits there without any followers. I wish that your dad wouldn't mind you having the merch. That sucks. Do your shirts run small? You know, the extra small, I can fit an extra small very snugly, and it fits like a cute Twinkie little t-shirt top on a girl. I feel like if you're a petite girl, they'll be like kind of loose and flowy. So, yeah, you're gonna need to like have it probably brought in if you're very small. Because they're extra smalls, American Apparel's extra smalls. They're supposed to be unisex shirts, but I feel like they cater more to, like their extra small fits a small, like a twink. So if you're a girl who's a twink size, okay, can you come paint me? I am happy, sorry, yes, I'd love to paint. I want to paint everybody. I'm actually working on trying to put together a makeup tour where I go all over the U.S. and I go to venues and like I did in Manchester before the show at DXP, I transformed Willem into Miss Fame, and I did an hour class. It was a very quick class, but most of my classes would be between probably 2 or 3 hours with education where I transform the whole entire face, put a wig on it, call it a day, and show you how I do Miss Fame's transformation. So if you would like to see that happen, create a conversation on social media. I'm going to start to reach out to venues and seeing about where I can do this. I know a lot of people like Jeffree Star, Scott Barnes, a lot of iconic makeup artists and social figures that are known for their makeup have done a makeup tour, but I think it'd be really cool to go around educating and showing you how Miss Fame does the makeup, so you guys can see it firsthand and not just on YouTube, which I'm also working on more content. I was just at YouTube Studios here in Manhattan, down in Chelsea, and I filmed a new YouTube tutorial. I'm going again to film another YouTube tutorial in 2 days. So while I've got time in between work, I'm starting to get back to YouTube channel, so expect more tutorials. Everything makeup, everything you want from Miss Fame, and collaborations with some of your favorite drag queens. There's going to be a lot of that, okay? I don't know what my Snapchat is. It's probably Miss Fame NYC. Volunteers for your... Yeah, I would need volunteers for my tour. I'd probably put out a call in advance saying I need somebody to help me set up and break down, and maybe even a model, or it could be the same person. So somebody that is ready for some makeup on their face and willing to sit for a few hours. Why? Oh, you're going to put that away now? Oh, would you come up with a full line of makeup with your name? I would love to. A full line would be incredible. Tell Patrick to come here. I need to talk to him. Okay. Patrick at Flazeda wants to talk to you. Okay. He's busy with work. Alright, if you could only wear one piece of makeup, what would it be? One piece of makeup. Oh. Patrick says one eyelash. Anyway. One eyelash! Someone says, wow, Patrick, rude. Now he's laughing. Using Snapchat, then I can send you vids of my lips syncing to you. Well, that's the thing. I guess I do have to get on Snapchat. Use a chicken as a model. Wouldn't that be cute? That'd sell out full arenas. Do you like ducks? I love ducks. They're so cute. I just didn't have ducks growing up. I had geese. Do I sleep in socks? Only if it's cold. But I hate having socks on my feet when I'm under a blanket. I like to wiggle my toes. I'm extremely happy for JWoww. I was at her wedding, and we've talked. I mean, we talk. We text here and there. I'm really happy that she's pregnant and that she's healthy and that her baby and her family are growing. Oh yeah, as you know, she was my first celebrity client when I moved to New York and started working on my own. She was the first real celebrity I'd ever gotten to work with, and she believed in me and gave me the opportunity to work and hired me again and again and again when I was on my own and I had nothing. So I have a lot of love and respect for her, and I'm happy that she's doing well in her life, and I'm able to celebrate her life with her. Going to her wedding was very special. If you want to be friends with me, that's possible. You just come and hang out with me in New York, or come to a show. But it's always tricky when you go to a venue. There's so many people. I'll try to give everybody as much love and attention as possible. Bullying, advice for bullying, or advice against bullying, or being, what side of the bullying are you on? Because are you asking for advice to be a bully, or advice on how to protect yourself from a bully? Tell me how. I'll tell you. When I was to be one, I'm not going to tell you how to be a bully. That's not kind. There's too many bullies in this planet. I think that it's good to focus our energy on keeping... Well, I want to focus my energy on being a positive influence in the community, because there are too many... I know you're nice, honey. I'm reading everything I can. But I think that we should be kind to each other. And you know what? Yeah, there's a lot of fucked up shit going on out there in the world. But... let me catch up on that. I get so distracted. I have like ADD. Advice on telling your parents that you do drag. I think that just if you're also gay, because I know drag queens. Some drag queens aren't gay. Some people just do the art of drag. It's less predominant in the community, but there are people that aren't gay that do drag too. I think that being gay and kind of owning yourself and doing your own thing, that's just fine. You know, I didn't tell everybody I was doing drag, and when they saw pictures on Facebook, they had questions, and then they asked me questions, and I answered them when they asked me. I didn't feel it was my job to let them know of every creative process. I was an artist. I did my stuff on my time, and I kind of owned that. And I was far enough away. They were all in California, and I was living in New York. Why are you putting more light on me? He's back with the light again. Okay. Advice against homophobic bullies. Well, my advice against a bully, being a victim to a bully, it's really hard because I've been bullied before. I was bullied once. I was bullied before, and I was a kid. I remember one time I was at a swimming pool, and I was at my aunt's apartment complex, and my aunt lived in the hood, and there was two kids. There was a heavy-set boy and a little guy, and the little guy was the barker, and then the heavy-set kid was the... can you turn that light off, my love? The heavy-set kid was the... Please don't experiment with lighting while I'm telling a story. The heavy-set kid was the muscle behind the little barker, and they would not let me get out of the pool. they wouldn't let me get out of the pool. So every time I swam to the ledge, they'd step on my fingers, and then the big one stood on me while I was under the water, and then I was trying to get my sister's attention while still remaining cool, because even though I was freaking out inside, I was scared, I didn't want them to see me scared. I didn't want anybody to see me freaking out. So I literally tried to maintain my composure, because I thought, don't let them see you sweat. Don't let these abusive kids that are my same age, who are strong ones. The big one was stronger than me. He was a big kid. He was like 100 pounds plus my weight. I just was like, get out of the situation. So as soon as I had a moment where I could get to the corner of the pool, I leapt out of the pool and I ran. And then the little one chased me, and I fell. But he was little, but he was like my size. And he could keep up, and I fell. And then he fell right behind me, so I had a chance to get back up. And my sister was over in the corner smoking a cigarette, talking to a boy, like the whole time, didn't even realize that she was so distracted by this cute boy that she didn't even notice I was being attacked in the hood. And then I had locked my aunt's door, and I literally sat there and I cried because I got scared. I thought I was going to die. I thought they were going to drown me. It was horrible. Another time was I was in school, and but it, you know, it happens. Like it happens. It should never happen, but it was scary. That's our teapot, etc. Another time I was in the bathroom at my middle school or elementary school. I was very young. I was probably like 9. And these two boys, it's always two kids. There was like a group. It's like, it's so easy to pick on people when you got two people. And one of them tried to get physical with me and like scare me. There was only just us 3 in the bathroom, and I think they called me a faggot or something like that. And I hated confrontation. I'm not a fighter. I did not want to fight. And this kid tried to get like physical with me or push me, and I like clicked, and I grabbed him by the throat and pushed him against the wall. And then they never bothered me again. Honestly, it was like, I don't advocate to violence. I don't think that you should have to fight when you're in school. But you know what? Sometimes when you're on your own, it's scary, because I had, at that age, at 9 years old, I didn't have an adult in the room to protect me. And when you get dropped off at school, and it's up to you to be strong, and if you are different in any way and you stand out at school, like I was growing up in a country town, there was no gay people like me. There was some gay kids, but nobody was talking about their sexuality. There wasn't a group. We didn't have a glee club, you know. So, you know, people would ask me if I was gay. I wouldn't acknowledge it. I'd be like, no, I'm not. You know, I had girlfriends all throughout middle school. I always had a girlfriend. And then when I realized I was gay at 12, I really, really knew I was gay then. I never had a girlfriend again. And I kind of stuffed that down. And it sucks to hold in your truth. Like when you know, like I was 12 years old and I already knew, but I already had thoughts that made me different even as a kid. I knew very young something was different about me. Like I could tell, like my aunt's friends would come over and they're like, oh my God, you're so cute. When you're old enough, I want you to marry me. And I could already tell I didn't want to marry a girl. Like my head already knew that that's not what I wanted. That wasn't really for me. But it's crazy. Yeah, no, I just remember kind of holding everything in until I turned 18, and then when I was 18, I kind of went wild, and I started to kind of party and go out to the clubs, and we had like an 18 and over bar that was down in my county, and I would go out and drink and meet people, and I was underage. I did a lot of bad things when I was underage. I don't condone it, I'm just saying. Yeah, you know what, it is tough. It's tough to not be yourself. But here's the beauty of social media and the danger, because I'm reading what you're saying. You could be whoever you feel you are inside, as long as you are safe. And if you don't feel safe in your environment at home, then I didn't feel safe in my environment at home. My grandparents were old school, and although I love them, they were not condoning to me. I couldn't have come out to my grandparents at all. I couldn't have come out to them. I know that. So I held it until I was safe. And so I think that if you are feeling like there's a truth and you don't, like I'm reading some people here, like you're writing that you're gay and that you're 12 and you're 13, you can't talk about it at home. Well, you just talked about it and I read it. So know that I'm supporting what you're saying, and you're not alone, and it can take some time. I don't want you to have to keep secrets to yourself, but I also don't want you to feel unsafe. And if you feel like you won't be loved and supported, then don't risk the trauma. Just know that it will get better, and when you can make decisions for yourself as an adult, like that's why being 18 was a good time for me, because I could move out. I could then move on to my own life experiences and figure out who I really was. And I don't want to say that you shouldn't talk about it. I think you should talk about it, but with the people you trust the most. Maybe you have a close friend you can talk with, maybe a school counselor that you trust, or a teacher that you get along with. Those are people that maybe can help you in the midst of everything, and maybe expressing, I don't feel safe talking about this in my household because I come from a closed-minded family, and they won't accept this. And maybe you would be surprised that your family could be accepting beyond what you realize. I'm just trying to think of ways, because it's really tricky, because I don't want to put anybody in a predicament. I don't want to tell you, be true, own who you are, and nobody can get in your way, because if you are so young and you're at home and you say, I'm going to do that because Miss Fame said it was okay, and you tell your parents and your dad or your mom are not comfortable with that, and you're growing up in a small country town and you get punched in the face or abused or kicked out, like that would break my heart even worse, that I would be influencing that kind of decision. That's why I say, wait till you feel safe. Like, I'm not trying to cause any sadness upon my own family, but it was not okay to be myself growing up. And that's all I'm going to say without saying any, and I have plenty of stories, but it was not okay. And that's fine, because it taught me a lot about my character. I grew, I've become so much stronger, and nobody can take what I've learned about myself away from me. And I love that I have, that I've grown, and if I were a parent, I would be the most loving and accepting person, because I also know the struggle of being on this earth and having differences. But we are all having a difference, whether you don't have to be just gay, but that's a topic I relate to because I am gay. And you don't have to be just a drag queen, but I am a drag queen, so I relate to that topic. But I also relate to a family of growing up with a bunch of texture, you know? No other family members? No. Well, in the right time. As you grow, people at the gym talk about how bad I am. Well, what are you doing at the gym, hon? Have any advice for coming out as trans? I don't. Your grandma's story really hits home, and thank you for that. Thank you, honey. Coming out trans, I think I'm weird because I do drag queen and drag over gym class. You know, people are always going to have a problem. I'm just going to say there's always going to be people having issues with you being yourself, because it makes them uncomfortable, because they probably grew up in a very limited environment, and being your authentic self makes people uncomfortable because maybe there's a part of themselves they can't accept. So when I was a kid and people would try, and I had people try it with me, and when people would call me like a faggot or I had people throw things at me from a bar or yell out of a car window. And I mean, these things happen. Like, these are the not glamorous parts of growing up in a country town. I would just keep my head up. I would hold my head up high, and I would know inside that it wasn't forever, that is not going to be my story. I'm not going to be walking in fear in my town. So I live in New York City now, and I became an artist that people know, and I put myself out there, and I think that I'm perfectly fine as I am, and I live in a city that is perfectly comfortable with being gay. So, bye, girl.